Okay, today I'm going to show you guys how to do the testing for all of the polymer. Most of you guys will be receiving one of these test kits. This will have everything included that you need. So, first off, we are going to be doing a marsh funnel test. You'll take your marsh funnel, your cup, and a stopwatch. Obviously, you'll need your polymer as well. So, we'll go ahead and start this off. Alright, so first, when you're filling this marsh funnel up, there's a groove right on the top here. You're going to fill it up to this line. Once it's filled up to that line, you're going to have your stopwatch ready, and you're going to have two grooves on the inside of this cup. You're going to choose the top groove on the very top, filling it all the way up to there. Once it reaches to that top, hit the stopwatch. I'll give you a quick demonstration. Alright, as you can see, filled the polymer up to the first level, holding it over top of the cup. Once you release the finger, start the stopwatch. Now I'm not going to run this the whole way through just due to the length of the video, but you will fill this up the whole way, all the way to that first line, hit your stopwatch. Now mind you, we're looking for seconds. So, if this stopwatch reads 1 minute and 30 seconds, that means that you have 90-second mud. Next, we have the mud balance. See right here. While doing your mud balance, you need to ensure that you have a level surface. Once you have a level surface, you will take your polymer. Sometimes easier, I've noted, to put it in this cup here with the little groove there so it's easier to pour in. Now you're going to fill this all the way to the top. Once it's all the way to the top, put the top on. You want to ensure that you see some coming out of the very top. Wipe that off with your finger, clean that off around the side. Place on there. Find the scale till you find the balance. Also, we have the pH strips. Now on the pH strips, you'll see on the front side you have 7 to 0. On the back side you have 14 to 7. Most likely you'll be on the back side. Also want to note, put that top back on, they always fall out of there. Now what you're going to do, take your pH strip, don't touch the color side, dip it into the polymer. What you're going to do is color match. Now you'll find the color that fits best to where it's at, and that'll give you your number for your pH. Okay, last but not least, we have sand content. Sand content, you're going to need your glass vial, your funnel and screen. You're going to need a Clorox and a spray bottle. Now what you can see written on the side here, you have mud here, water here. Down the bottom you have 20% all the way down to 1%. Now this is checking for the sand content that was within the polymer. Once again, once you have your sample and doing your downhole sample, before you take your sand content, make sure you mix it all up. Get it all mixed up so you don't have anything settling on the bottom. It's always nice to pour a little bit into here. Get that into there. Take your glass vial. Where it says mud here, you will pour it to that mud line. Once you get to that mud line, I personally separate my Clorox and water just because I don't like the spray bottle always having Clorox in it. It's usually just fresh water in there. But what I'll do is I'll dump a little Clorox in there. That helps break up the polymer, so then you'll be able to see the actual falls in the sand at the bottom. Fill the rest up with water. This also helps break up the polymer as well with that jet shooting in there. You fill that up to the water line. Then you shake it. Now make sure when you shake this, you're not shaking it with point down. Point it up. That way you can ensure that anything that's falling down into that bottom of the point will fall down into that polymer. And you break it all up. And you take your screen. And you will dump it straight through your screen. Once again, get some water. Clean the inside of here to ensure you got all of the fines. And if you have some boogers in the bottom of here, take your spray bottle and break them all up. Sometimes you'll need your finger in there just to kind of break up the little boogers that are the polymer. But when you do that, make sure you have your spray bottle. Wash your finger off as you're pulling it out. Sometimes taking the glass vial on the side, bumping it will help that fall through. Washing your finger off. Alright, once you got it to a suitable spot where it looks like you see nothing but just little granules or possibly in there, you cleared out all the boogers that are in there and everything's nice and clean, and you put the top back on. Now, once you have that, mind you, this is the side that has the solids inside. This is the clean side. You're putting the funnel on top of the dirty side. When is it on top there? You put it directly on top of your glass vial. Now, you will spray water all around through there to clean it all up. And pushing all of those fine sands that have been trapped into that screen down to the bottom of the funnel. Sometimes bumping this on here a little bit helps any type of little residual sands that were staying buoyant. Then, once everything has settled down to the bottom, you'll see on the bottom here your numbers. Then you're going to calculate exactly where the bottom of those sand granules are, and that will give you the percentage of sand that is in the polymer. Also, when you're doing your sampling, ensure after everyone is done to clean everything off. Once these will sit in the sun with polymer, it'll cake on there and make it very hard to be getting clean. So after every time, clean it, store it, be ready for the next one.